Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello, and welcome back to Quarter Ninja's Lair, where we play games, and today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And this episode is a final breakthrough. We are at level 49, if you look at the top right corner, level 49, and we need a little bit more than 1000 XP to break the level 50 limit. So, without further ado, let's start. This is going to be our first job. We need to change these things here. And as always, I will take my mobile phone, take a photo of the parts that needs to be changed, because as always, you remember, I told you if you know better way to do it, you know, kinda find a way to transfer this list back to the basically game and somehow to have easy way of buying parts. Let me know in the comments below, please. And of course, other players, it's not only me. I'm quite sure that many people have the similar or the same problem. So this is LX550S, and let's go to the shop and let's buy the parts we need. LX550, oops, SD is not for sure, but S should be. Okay, so now probably it's the same car. I would safely bet it's the same car. Let's see, what do we need? We need hood, front right door, which is here. We need a trunk, of course, trunk always. We need front right fender, it's here, and we need both headlights, 1, 2, and front right door window and front left door window, these two. I would hope that's about that. So let's see, hood, front right door actually, trunk and front right fender, we can take it immediately. Trunk, 2 headlights, this one and this one, and front left door window. Let's just switch back to our mount mode. And let's see, this is one we need to change, this is another one. Strange, I had one spare from B model, it doesn't really matter. We are going to sell it or use it later, it's completely irrelevant. Let's see, this one and this one, and door window and side mirror. And as always, my complaint is, why would I return part that is like 20% good? It's very, very strange. But again, nothing can be done about that. Rear left door window, this one actually I didn't buy. A rear left door window, which we are going to do exactly now. And let's finish this job. So, okay, this was the first job. These are the jobs that I kept kinda in reserve from the previous episode. And where is paint shop here? And as you can see, Mercedes we restored in previous episode is also there. We'll check it and move it to parking. But let's finish this job first. I wanted to just clear that one from our, queue, paint the car, and it's gone 115 probably or so. Well, let's see. Usually I'm talking about XP, you're going to see it in the top right corner. Nice payment though, I'm quite happy with the payment. Don't forget that, and this is what happens very often, a license plate, when you remove either front or rear bumpers, usually you will remove plate and the car wants to have plate. 118 XP. So perfectly done, nice. Let's see, do we have some other job? No, this is our job. Okay. Just briefly, this is our Mercedes. It's a beautiful restoration. It's a really astonishing. As you can see here, we have in the engine, we have quite a few of these special performance parts. You can see in the bottom left corner, 1.5% up, 175% up, etc. This one brings 0.6%. These coils are plus 4% each, etc. So this restoration that actually was done with a lot of this performance part inside the engine also, and the car looks amazing and it's beautiful. And yeah, if you want to check how did we restore it, I think you should go to previous episode, and even I think we started it 2 episodes ago. So just go check it, and at the moment I'm going to return this beautiful car back to the parking, and later we are going to sell all of these. This is what I want to start doing, and I will tell you later why, because we are going to start a new series. I was thinking about that, and I think I like the idea, and this series will be 1,000 cars, something like that. I'm not sure about the name yet, but I'm going to think about that. So let's take the gearbox job, and I will keep repairing cars as for long as I can, as I have jobs, and I will keep talking a little bit, and let's see how that goes. So we will talk more about the types of the jobs, and this is going to be probably the last time that we are really talking about that so seriously, but let's see. This one is, yeah, as you can see, 2 manifolds, easy job, etc, etc. So while I'm repairing, let's just don't forget to mention that we are doing this as a stream. I cannot stream from my location at the moment, so it's impossible for me to keep kind of, you know, steady stream, and it would be really bad for you if stream keeps cutting off and stuff like that. So I decided if I cannot stream, I at least can just give me a second. Why can I? Okay. Well, at least I can do it in a stream format. So this is basically what you see is what you get. I'm not changing anything. This is just a pure streaming, you know, coming as a video to the basically the YouTube. I'm just looking, I'm trying to figure out were these 2 one that we need. I hope they were. No, actually they are. So this is the streaming format, and I hope you like it. You know, we cannot communicate in real time, unfortunately. I would love to be able to do that, but you know, this is impossible at the moment. So please, you know, communicate through the comments down below. Tell me what do you think, how do you like the series, what do you think it might, you know, be changed, or do you want everything to stay the same, and things like that. Also, feel free to tell me how do you play the game, if you play it, what is your way of doing it, you know, what car do you drive in real life, what cars do you like, you don't like, things like that, things that related with cars that we all like. And I'm absolutely sure that I'm not the only one that wants to hear that, but also, you know, other viewers would be happy to share their also views about the things, and, you know, cars they like and don't like, etc, etc. This one is what? Loud again. Let's check. First we check manifolds always, you know, just to be sure, and there is always one that is not good. So if you like what I'm doing here, please, you know, press that like button, and it means a lot, of course. And I don't want even to say, but subscribe, that would be amazing if you don't mind, if it's not a big deal for you. Subscription means really a lot to me and to every creator, and also it means a lot to you, as you can, you know, get notifications and things like that. So it is a win-win situation. Okay, with actually that out of the way, I would go and talk a little bit about repair jobs, and this should be probably the last time we explain that. We explained it in every single episode, and this is the episode where we're breaking level 50, and we will stop doing that. This is a rear muffler V10B, which we don't have. Just give me a second. V10B. Let's find rear muffler V10B, rear muffler. This should be the one. So the best jobs when you're grinding for XP, and if you want to go really fast through things, the best job would be the gearbox job. Why? Because gearbox, we are talking about single job. What is single job? Single job is this. When you have only one job here, we are not going to take it because suspension jobs are tricky. But these are the single, these are double jobs. You have triple with 3, and then, you know, like with 4, 5, whatever. But when we are talking about single jobs, we are actually talking about the one job, and this is the gearbox jobs, for example. Always check, you know, where is your starter. You will have to remove it, and if your starter is integrated in V8 here, then it's all perfectly fine. You just put push car up. So gearbox jobs, they're bringing the most money and the most XP per minute. And I think money is not such a big deal, but still, if you can, you would rather earn money than not. I'm quite sure, you know, that would be the prudent way to do things. So gearbox jobs, usually, as you can see, it's like drive shaft is 1 part, starter will be 2 parts, removing gearbox 3, and inside 4 more parts. So it's around 7 parts in easy gearboxes, and or even 5 parts, 6, let's say, the least number, and you know, 12 parts in gearboxes that have connections and are front gearboxes and things like that. So they have these drive axles and shaft and stuff like that. But these jobs are actually really fast. It's very straightforward. You have anywhere from 6 to 12 parts. You don't need to think much. My recommendation: go with gearbox jobs always, whenever you can. And that will, you know, be great for going in XP up fast and efficient. Second best job, which is actually probably the best job, let's say XP minute-wise. So the best jobs probably that brings most XP per minute would be the exhaust jobs. See, I have spare gearboxes and everything. Exhaust jobs, why? Because usually they take less than a minute. It's 2, 3 parts, sometimes 5, 6, 7, doesn't really matter, but you can do them extremely fast, and they're always bringing nice amount of XP, 100 plus, but they're bringing a really crappy amount of money. So if you're looking for money and XP, gearbox is the king. If you're looking just for pure XP per minute, the exhaust would be probably the better choice. You see here, not big money because we didn't change gearbox, so nothing can be done, but XP still 109, so I'm quite happy with that. Let's see, do we have not this, but rather single job? Actually we don't, you see, not even this one we can. This is oil change, it will take a minute more, but I don't mind. I just want to get to level 50. Okay. So these were the first and second best jobs. Now the third best job, from my point of view, would be the brakes. And brakes are actually really straightforward. Exhaust again. Let's open. We need to remove clamshell and then just, yeah, you see. And the brakes are straightforward in a way that you have either ABS system, 2 pieces inside the engine bay, and then on all 4 wheels you have like 3 parts. A plus wheel that you have to remove, but it's extremely straightforward, although it takes a little bit more time than normal jobs. So yeah, let me just buy this. These are exhaust manifolds B. Oh, this is tricky. Let me see. This typing without age always kills me. Exhaust manifold B. V8, just give me a second. I think this is the one, 2 of these. And what was at the back of our beautiful machine? It was a rear muffler GT40. Let's take a GT40 rear muffler. Okay, these are a little bit unusual parts that you're not putting every day on the car, so I had to check. So brakes, as I said, straightforward also, but take a little bit more time. If we can, we will do one brake job. If not, just feel free to check my previous episodes. There is loads of them. Straightforward. I'm always starting from this front right wheel, and then I'm going clockwise around the car, removing things and just putting things back, and that's about it. The mechanics of repairs and everything, I covered that so many times in previous episodes. Feel free, you know, to go and check it. And if you have some specific question, let me know in the comments below. I will be really glad to answer and to help if I can, of course. This should be it. We need to return, of course, a trunk window, and this job is done. You see, payment is not big, although on this one is pretty big, you know, taking into account that it's exhaust job. But still, we should be able to get, again, rear license plate, as I told you a few minutes ago. That is always the tricky part, and well, I always forget it, so yeah. not a big deal. Let's see how many XP. 105, so not a huge amount of XP, but now we have another new job, which I'm really happy about. Where we are with XP in total, we should be very near the end. That's beautiful. Now we had 2 jobs. I know that we have to change oil, so that was the first one, and it was exhaust, or yes, it was exhaust. So actually, let's check manifold before we push car up. Manifolds, they look all is good here, so we can push car up and change oil. We didn't change oil for quite some time. This is our oil drain machine, which we click on and move to lifter 1, and then just click on it and say use equipment. You see oil is going out, and that's about it. And we will just fill car with the oil later. Now at the moment, let's see. This converter, middle muffler, and a rear muffler V8 OHV. Maybe I have 1 rear muffler. These things I have, I know. Oh, middle muffler also gone. Now what we are going to do, we are not going to buy way too many things to keep in stock, because actually we are stopping with these crazy, you know, things like doing orders one after another. When we pass level 50, this is something we are not going to do. We will do orders from time to time. Never forget, orders are important. You always get cases, you get barn maps. This is the easiest way, and you can do really these jobs quite easy, especially the jobs I spoke about, you know, like gearbox, exhaust, brakes. And now let's talk about 4th job. We need to fill the oil, you know, until it overflows. That's about it. You keep your mouse pressed, and there is nothing much to it. Escape, done. Escape, done. Right click, oil filter, oil filter. Okay, that was my bad. I didn't really look at it at all, so I was lazy. I should do that before, but it's okay. You know, when you play game too much, you think you know everything, and actually you don't. Yeah. Perfect. Oil filter I4. Let's buy I4. Well, I can do it like this, and blue filter, it's somewhere here. Not a big deal. Okay, this job should be done now. Not a huge problem. We spent a little bit more time. You see, payment is mediocre, but still 106 XP. And I think that's perfectly fine. And this is job we want. This is the first. Okay, let's take the brake job. I promised I will show you how that works. And this will be the, probably, if we can, we will take no more brake jobs, actually, no need for that. But let's move car here. I want to clear the parking, the garage space parking, so we can get more jobs if needed, and of course we will get more jobs. And I think, let's see, we have 56,285, well, these 4, I think we will need 1 more actually, but let's see. Okay, this is the 3rd job I spoke about, and we didn't do it until now. Let's do it. These things, I believe they don't have electronics inside, no. And the brake servo is never ever faulty in these orders, so that is the bug in the game, I'm quite sure. It's never faulty, and it should be, but it's never faulty. Same like brake caliper cylinders that are never faulty, which is completely, you know, impossible. But this is the bug in the game, and I was talking a lot about, you know, negligence of developers towards the game as such, you know. Really, it's rare to see a game where no patches are coming and no one cares and things like that. But you know, you will see new VR version of the game that most of us don't care about actually. But you cannot do anything about that. It is what it is. I still think it is a great game. Don't take it wrong, but I still believe developers are really not doing the greatest job possible. That's my opinion. And you know, I think I am very much qualified to talk about that, as I worked, you know, for years as a head of community management in a huge game company. You know, I always explain that I traveled the world, I visited every single biggest game show in the world, I met, you know, so many people you cannot even imagine. rich people, poor people, developers, owners, things like that. So, you know, I do know a thing or two about gaming. I spoke, well, you know, I presented on many of these game shows in front of thousands of people and stuff like that. So yes, I'm actually qualified to talk about this, and I'm saying this game is neglected by their developers, and that's the fact, and nothing, you know, we can do about that. I still love the game. I think you should buy the game, definitely, especially if you find it, you know, somewhere on discount on Steam, or, you know, whatever you use, GOG, or I don't know if it is on the Epic or it's not, it doesn't really matter. But yes, definitely buy it. What's going on? Part mount. I'm looking what's going on and I missed the part. And that's it. So you see how the brake job is going. I told you last time, like a few minutes ago, the brake job is the third best job. And actually it's pretty much straightforward, although you have kinda to go around it and to do all that stuff. Now, the last job would be the bodywork job, and this is the first job we've done at the beginning of this episode, so you can check it if you didn't, if you maybe just started to watch from this moment. We did one, and this is the fourth best job. Actually, I would say it should be the first best job when you get only job to paint the car. And this will happen from time to time, and if you find it, you just take it because you can do it in 30 seconds and get nice money and nice XP. But if you have to put parts and remove parts, then it's different, because as I explained, you know, there is no good way to put the list of parts. You get a list of parts here, 99. You see how small payment is, but still 136 XP. I'm super pumped with that and happy. So when you're looking at list of the, you know, body parts, you will get them here, and you cannot transfer them in any meaningful way to the shop or something. You have to go back and forth and look for the parts and stuff. I sorted that by taking a photo on my mobile and just looking at the photo, but that is retarded, if I may say, and that shouldn't be the case. Although, you know, nothing can be done about that. I found that to be the best way. If you have a better way to do it, please let us know. I'm quite sure everyone would be, you know, very much grateful if you have a better way to, you know, do these bodywork parts. But as I said, that job would be the fourth on my list, you know, of single jobs, and it's pretty much okay. A little bit more time than these other jobs and stuff, but you know, if you don't have anything else and you are grinding, take that one, don't even think about that. Front exhaust pipe V8, we need 2, I have 1, unfortunately. Front exhaust pipe V8, where is this? Is the one. I will buy one. As I said, now we are stopping with buying all these things. We will not need them in future so much. This job, you see, like a minute or so, and I took a job, one job more than I should, I think. But my friends, please, you know, bear with me and watch an XP counter in the top right, and let's see how fast we are going to go over our level 50. And when we do that, we are actually done with the grinding. And that was the most important part of this playthrough, how fast we can go to level 50. And I can tell you now, there is no need to talk more about that. Another front exhaust pipe, I cannot believe. I should buy more. Front exhaust pipe V8. Okay, let's buy one more. We needed, in this playthrough, we needed 21 episodes. 2 hours. Each episode is 2 hours. Each episode is actually 2 hours. Catalytic converter, let's buy 2. And we needed 20 to 21 of these. So 21 hours, I would say, which means you can do it in 20 hours easy. If you only grind mindlessly like a robot and a drone, I can promise you can do it in probably 15 hours or so of gameplay. But again, that kills the pleasure of playing. So yeah, I would not recommend it. We did grind this pretty much mindlessly, but we did restorations. We traveled a little bit to junkyards, to barns, we checked stuff and things like that. So we didn't really just grind, but I think you can do it in 15 hours or so, and that is about that. Especially if you're streamlining your grinding like I'm doing, you know, taking these fastest, best jobs. You see, this one is the best XP money wise, because gearbox is gone, so it will bring some nice money. So yeah, I would say 15 hours probably it's pretty much spot on, but we needed 15 hours. Why I was talking about 15 hours, I do apologize. I was talking about 15 episodes, and that is 30 hours. So yeah, I would say 30 hours. Not 15, just, you know, bear with me, because I was thinking about episodes, talking about hours. I think we could do it in 15 episodes, but that would be around 30 hours, and I'm not sure how much fun that would be. So this was 40 and 42 hours, let's be precise. I'm not sure what I was talking before. I think I just switched hours and episodes, so I do apologize. Just to make it sure, this is 21st episode, 2 hours each, so that is 41 hour, I would say, was needed to grind that properly. And that's about that. We are still sitting on level 49, and I think this is level 50, and with great payment. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I just misread the numbers. Ha! We need 57k. Okay, so this one will not be enough. Let's hunt one more. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong number here. Not a big deal. Let's take a break job for the end. I don't think we really have an issue with that. No, we'll put it maybe on the 1. Okay, so 56.8, perfect. Let's do these 2 jobs, and then we can sing with joy and happiness, you know, and that's it. Exhaust manifold, we know this one is gone, and let me just check. We had 2 parts, if I'm not mistaken. Why I love exhaust jobs? Because of this. Like a minute here, a minute there, and yeah, 2 manifolds. So there is nothing easier than this job. Probably maybe exhaust if you change one exhaust or something. Do we have V8 OHV? Okay. V8 OHV. Is this the one? Yeah. And if you hear these nice sounds, you know, things breaking and stuff, this my wife decided this is good time to do it. So yeah, don't mind it actually, who cares? It's just a normal life going on around us. Let's see these 2 manifolds. Yeah, this is it. So these jobs are minute 30. As you can imagine, this is very good game of XP per minute. Money is crap, but XP per minute is perfect. And let's visit our last job, I think. Our last job. Let's check here. You see why I'm doing this? ABS module is gone, and the pump is gone. And always check that, especially on these newer cars, when you're doing brakes. Immediately do that, because usually I will buy one. Usually you will have one of these or both faulty, and it's very much better to, you know, repair them immediately and put them in, and then start with brakes. Okay, we will push car up and go around the car and see. Actually, let's see. No, I want to click on the car. So we have 266. Okay, 6 parts, so not all brakes are gone. And I explained multiple times, I'm not doing testing because it doesn't really make any sense. I will spend on testing on the test pad or track, you know, like 2 minutes at least, and it's faster for me just to, you see, I know that the caliper is gone. Pads, I don't know, we will see. Pads are tricky. No, they're not. I will just put pads back, you know, these original ones, and put a new caliper in with old cylinder. As I said, cylinder is never broken on these jobs, never faulty, which is completely wrong, and it shouldn't be like that, but it is like that. And you know, in reality, sometimes you cannot, you know, focus. That's also a little bit buggy, but it's okay. So what did I say? I said this is the last job, and actually this is the last job before level 50. Now this brake disc, I think, is okay. Let's see, this car accepts 69%. Let's see. And this is 68. I will put just a new one. I cannot be bothered, even I don't want to be bothered at all. And let's see. This should be new, and this old cylinder, always check cylinders. They're never faulty, so always use the original ones. That's that. They can probably be faulty on the junkyard cars, and they should be. I would hope so, but again, I am not sure. I didn't pay too much attention on that. This one, yeah, brake pad is perfectly fine. So you see, we will return original and put the new caliper. Yeah, but I forgot, and I just did what I shouldn't. I need to put this older, well, original cylinder from the car, and let's see, maybe I don't even need to remove the last wheel, although I think I must, unfortunately. Yeah. And why it is telling me that I have 3 more parts? Is it possible that all parts here are gone? It's perfectly possible. So let's see. So my dear friends, this was a journey, I would say a very much exciting journey. We went through 21 episodes. Okay, this one is just at the beginning, but still we went through 21 episodes. Let's use the old one, the original from here. And we managed to grind our way through the level 50. So from level 1 to the level 50. And that's it. Right click. Okay, payment. And done. And done. Okay, let's go to our toolbox and see. As you can see, all the skills are here, and we are going to unlock this one last. Now, as I said before, I don't understand the point of available skill points. Maybe again, I'm missing something, or it's just lazy programming and not paying attention on things. We unlocked Good to Be Lucky. I'm not sure what that one is doing. You know, you can check on the internet. I'm sure someone answered that. Yeah, let's see, actually, good, so we are at level 50. Now it is up to us to make decision what do we want to do, and the first thing what I want to do now, let's bring, I forgot, I know this one we can move to garage. I know also this one we can move to garage, so let's do that. Let's move them to garage, and they are going to different places. That's perfectly fine, they can stay there. We should have one Mazda RX-3, and I think this is the one. I would hope that is the one. Let's see. Yep. I will move it on lifter 2, and then we have a Merc, which is probably somewhere here, and Elise also. So I'm bringing all the car that we restored in the making of these videos, okay? And I think these are the 5 we did, you see? And what we are going to do, actually, we are going to take a nice photo, see? What else we can do? No, not this one, not zoom out, and I want to go a little bit up and do this, okay? This will be a nice screenshot for the next episode or something like that for our thumbnail. What have I told you? Remember, guys, I said we are going to sell these cars. I offered, of course, to put your name and stuff on license plate if you want. Well, as we didn't get until today any wishes, we will sell cars, but in future, feel free just to tell me in the comments below what would you like to see on the license plates, your name, your country, your state, and we can do it, why not? What I want to do, I want to sell these cars. I will keep this as a proof, like picture, so we know what we restored, because again, I think the game doesn't keep info or data about that. I couldn't find it. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be really grateful. So let's see. This car, everything I think is perfectly fine. Jobs we don't need. This focus is really bad. 25 and 5, 30k, sell the car, goodbye for 30 to 7. Willis is gone. Let's go with my rear dearest car, Mazda RX-3, the old version. It's beautiful, amazing car, I love it. Almost 50k, I think maybe 50, yes, 50k. She is gone, and it is she. Let's see how much we are going to get for this one. Well, nice amount of money, also perfectly restored. A beautiful car, 116. We are going to sell them because we want, as I told you, I have a great idea. Well, maybe it's not great, but for me it's great. This is not so expensive, 30k, perfect, gone. And let's see, a Merc, our last restoration. Beautiful, nice amount of money, 107k, gone. So, I spoke about 1,000 cars. My idea is to restore and sell 1,000 cars and to see how fast we can go there, you know. And maybe we'll make a separate episode, or we just push through this and see how it goes. I might do it even through this. So for today, we are at level 50. We did what we did. We have 1.2 million. So guys, let's go to the junkyard. As you remember, junkyard is an amazing place where you can go and, you know, pick up stuff, buy stuff, you know, junk basically. What I like to do, I like to buy engine heads or actually engine, my brain stopped. I cannot remember what's the name of the part, but gearboxes, the blue ones like this one, but this one cannot be repaired. It's only 13%, so no. Let's see this one. Oh, everything that is 13%. So you can go. You have to be 15% or more to be able to repair things. You see, this is 13%. Engine blocks. Yeah, I'm thinking engine blocks. So I like to buy engine blocks. Like I'm going to the junkyard and just fast like this. You can buy engine head also. And if you don't want to spend time and look how damaged it is, you can just click on the parts, and I will show you why. And you can do it like this. Just this is the block and the gearbox. I don't want this one. Actually, I want only blue gearboxes. And you check here, you see, here you have another one, a head, you don't bother. So you can do this trip in like 5 minutes. I would almost say 5 minutes, ignition wires for Porsche. But I don't care about that. I think you can do it in 5 up to maybe 10 minutes, and I'm going to do it fast. Why? I want to show you, I'm not sure can we find it or not, but each junkyard visit, this one is good, will give you one barn map. And if you remember, these barn maps are actually very nice because they allow us to visit barns. And in barns we can find these beautiful nice cars. And yeah, so that's kind of why I'm coming here and checking stuff and buying some stuff also. So let's see, what is this? This is junk car, DC Typhoon. I cannot remember actually what is this in reality. It's not Cobra, it's something differently. I think maybe it's Cobra. I'm honestly not sure at the moment. But as I said, let's just buy cars and let's restore them, and let's do that. We are sending them to parking and we will try to restore different cars all the time. So let's, this is why I'm taking pictures, you know, to be sure. And we are taking block, and this block is 10%, so we are not going to buy it. Doesn't really matter. This is the fastest way. You have to just, you know, go through it, check junk. I think it comes with experience a little bit, you know. You just go through it, you check, you click, you ignore, you move forward. Another one, and that is, you know, junkyard, usually you're getting same things for no reason at all. And you see these here, yeah, I said I want only blue ones. Blue gearboxes, why? Because they have adjustable gear ratios. It's simple as that. And you can then adjust your gear ratios on your car and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And these things, this is the block we of course will take. And this is pretty cool, and this is why I'm trying to buy them. And basically this is 14%, cannot be fixed, so I just checked, yeah, you see all of these were less than 15%, so practically useless for our needs. Sometimes, as I said, you just take everything and just later decide what you are going to buy, and sometimes you see immediately what is the damage, and you see that's about it. I hope I will not miss the barn map, but it's not guaranteed, you know. You have to visit every single piece of junk, and sometimes, oh, see, we got it. And we don't need to spend any more time. I really don't mind. I don't need engines or anything. That was more the showcase. You see 14% again, 13%. Horrible, horrible junk today here. Really, really bad. I'm disappointed, actually. I expected more. You can always buy this, and I will show you why. This should be okay. I think I'm not mistaken. I'm just going, I tried to find something. You see, it's very bad. There are no parts that are actually of a good enough quality to be repaired, and that's disappointing. And you will find cars everywhere. Usually my first junk trip of the day, this one will be expensive, doesn't really matter, doesn't really give you many cars. Even second or third, you see no cars anywhere. I'm not going to check junk anymore. It's strange. I don't know if that is some system, how game is actually working. And see, this junk actually brings us even 3 parts that are repairable. So yeah, it's kind of strange. This is another release. We just, you know, sold one that we restored, so we are not going to touch it. Let's see this junk also, and we are going out. I'm not going to check anything else. Okay, so we got our barn map, and I'm quite happy. That was the main goal. And we are looking now. 12% we actually don't want. 12 no, 11 no, 13 no, 12 no. So just remove everything that is less than 15%, and that's it. So this is how much money that's nothing, and we are going to buy, of course, our barn location map for 1 unit of money. Now, just to explain, when I buy these parts, and you don't have to do it, really honestly, you will never need money, it's not needed, but this is just a pure fun for me. So we will come here and check. We spend like 2,000 or so for the parts. So this one can be repaired, 16%, done. This, done. This, done. This, and we are spending money for repairs. Don't you know, underestimate that. You will spend quite a few units of money, but I don't really care about that at all. And I like to repair these parts that I remove from orders when I'm doing it, because I realize that when you repair them and sell them, you earn more money than just by selling them. I check that, and you know, it's true. So actually what we have done, I will show you in our inventory, not in shop, in inventory, what we have done, and the new parts are here. Look at this. This is repaired. This is not repaired. So let's sell this one, and you see only one part we didn't manage to repair. Let's remove this. Look at this. 800, 4,002, 1,008, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 something, 5,000 something, 6,000 something, 7,000, 8,000 for sure at least. So this is 8,000, and I'm quite sure we didn't spend more than 2,000 on repairs and 2,000 on parts. So that's 4,000 profit, easy. It was not 10 minutes, it was 5 minutes, and we got barn location map. Now, I honestly don't want to keep these things because I will just buy new ones when I need them. I will keep my blue gearboxes, and I will sell also engine blocks and stuff. Okay, let's sell everything that is less than, I don't know, 88%. I want just to remove that. Also, let's sell all the body parts that we don't need, and you can go here and check, you know, what you have. this is from the Merc, this is from this, and you see how many gearboxes we have actually. We have quite a few that we might use at some point in time. So now it's decision. We went to the junkyard and I want to visit it again. Today we are playing the game, we are having fun, okay? We are not going to mindlessly repair stuff, we are just having fun. While I'm going again to the junkyard, I want to showcase it. We went once to it and I want to go there at least 3 times to see. Okay, I misclicked, obviously, and we are now in auctions, and good, again, chance to show that out. I don't like it, I don't think it's really great, but still some cars can be both only here, and you can find them here, especially some mod cars. You can start auction, raise it, and you know, go to the next car. You have a list. If you want something, you can wait and you know, just wait for that car. Usually computer, let's start and see, computer will bid like crazy. You have to raise all the time, and computer will always bid over the price. You can see on the top right corner the value of the car, and computer will always overbid and you will always have to pay more. That's like in 99% of the cases, and you see we got for 110k. I didn't want that car, I don't really want it, but still it's okay. That was the showcase. Although I think if you restore it you will always earn money, so you don't need to worry. Let's go out from that. But I don't want to restore that car, actually. I don't want to restore a car that is almost new, but I have to disassemble it fully. It's not worth my time, and I would say it's not worth your time. So I misclicked here instead of junkyard. It doesn't really matter, that was a very short showcase of auctions. I don't like them, I don't like mechanics. I think it, again, negligence of the developers towards the game. It should be so much better, and it could be so much better. You know, mechanics could be so much improved and everything, but what can you do? What can you do? I still love the game. There is no talk about that. The game is great. And you see these bolts and stuff. I'm actually not sure do I want to restore that one. I am not overly impressed with these hot trucks or whatever they are at the moment. But yeah. This one, do we have the Plymouth Roadrunner? We have one, and I'm trying just to find something different. And what I'm showing to you is now completely different Mazda. We have one. A completely different, you know, distribution of the cars in the junkyard. I think the seal we don't have, and I will buy it because we should restore each different car, you know, we find at least one of each, and we are going to introduce in next episode mods, so fear not. But you see, again, we got the same car that was Trespasser. This is normal one. But it's really strange how the choice of the cars is not really good. So we are going to go back and forth a few times just for fun. I'm not going to go through the junk, so we are not going to spend any time. It's like, you know, 10 seconds of loading here, 10 seconds of loading there. Hope you don't mind, it's just for fun. And to see how the distribution of the cars on the junkyard is working actually, and that's interesting as a showcase. I think it's important so you can understand it better in the future, and you know, for your gameplay it might help you with some explanation how that works. I think it's completely random, but I believe more you go out, more better distribution of the cars is. This is GT40 if I'm not mistaken. We restored one, we don't want to restore another one at the moment. So you see, no cars here, no cars here, although sometimes you will find them here. No cars here. It's even worse than last time, but you find car here. This is, yeah. Let's buy it. Let's restore everything we can. Why not? Who cares? Who cares, actually? This is a car that we are immediately going to buy, Del Rey Custom. And I want also to restore this beauty. And you see, distribution of the cars is completely random. You never know what you will get and where. This is another Mustang, which is Mach 1. I don't know, do we have one or not? I have enough money, so I honestly don't care. I will just buy them and restore them. And I don't think we will travel to junkyard anymore. I don't want to bother you with this. But for me this is really a good fun. I love to do that. Yeah, distribution of the cars is strange, there is nothing here, but you see 3 cars here. Another Katsumoto, but this one is like a normal version. But let's not buy that one. What is this? Hellcat, yeah. Do we have one? I don't think so. Let's buy and restore whatever we can, and that's going to be fun. I'm not sure how many spaces we have in our parking, so I know that Reptilia we didn't got one yet. Enough for the junkyard. Let's finish with that for this episode. And for today, we are going to start restoration, and we are going to do, I promised we are going to go through all storyline jobs, and this is what we are going to do immediately now. We are taking it, and I don't really care what is it about. Let's take it, but check it. A little race car, body, oil. Okay, fair enough. First things first, while we are here, let's, I don't think this is going to be easy. Probably it's engine gone. So what we are doing, we are using our test tools. As you can see already, rims are gone. Suspension, complete suspension is gone, braking system is gone, engine should be okay more or less, you see. We are going to test whatever we can with our test tools, and we are testing now a fuel system, and let's try to fix this car as fast and efficient as possible. Fuel system is okay, at least what we can test. Tires, I think tires will be bad. What do you reckon, guys? Bad or good? Okay, as I said, tires are crappy. Let's see, now we are testing for electronics. This will, you know, do battery and stuff. And the battery we bought on junkyard, we didn't mention it, and we will do it now when we finish this testing. Okay, battery is gone. Let me see, the last one is compression tester. This is the important thing, because we will see inners, our inner parts of the engine, pistons and stuff, and see are they okay. They should be. I think they should be perfect. So let's go for a second here, and you remember I got one battery on the junkyard, you remember. So let's see if we do this. That I sold it, unfortunately, my bad, I sold it. When I sold all parts, I forgot to put it in. What I wanted to do, I wanted to charge it here and to keep it, you know, in stock whenever we need battery. Not a big deal. If you can, you buy a battery or two on the junkyard, why not? And that's about that. I'm actually not really worried because we forgot it. Who cares? Okay, listen, we cannot test the car because engine is basically broken. So let's move to lifter. And let's try to fix engine. I would love to do that. Let me see what the engine requires. Battery. First, the problem is the battery. And now you see the situation with battery would come handy. I would actually have a new battery, and I will just change it and put the old one to charge. Although, of course, I can buy battery that's kind of 5 seconds, and this is something that maybe I will not do. I will see how far that battery will go. We do know that we have a few spark plugs that are gone. So let's remove these ignition coils, and we can see here on the bottom left corner, you see condition 9%. So this one is gone. This one is okay. This one is okay. So we are going to check. This is 6-cylinder engine, you know that. Ignition coils, all of them are good. This spark plug is gone, and let's see, this spark plug is gone. So let's change the spark plugs. I think we have new plugs or not. We do have 3 of these, like I knew. We are going to need 3 of these, and let's put back ignition coils, which are all, no, we shouldn't do that. Always think about what I mentioned multiple times. We are putting ignition coils, but original ones, because I do have in stock spare coils that I was keeping for the engines for restoration and stuff. I will use that very soon, but at the moment just don't use the old ones. There is no the new ones, just use the original ones you actually removed from the car. And what I want to do, I want to change that to return battery in. Either we will buy new battery or the old one will be charged. I'm not sure how long that takes actually. So this is it. This part is changed. Let's see battery. And we'll see how much the battery, no, that was the wrong button, as you can imagine. Let's see the battery, where is the battery? Okay, I think engine, battery B. Battery, you see, 100%. It charged in like a minute. So perfectly fine. What I'm trying to accomplish, as you can imagine, I'm trying to first put car battery in. I'm trying to fire up the car. And if we can do that, we can test the car. As you can see, I managed to fix the engine problem, so I didn't fire up. So we are going to test it here. First on the test pad. And that is something that I explained so many times. You know, if you want further explanations, please let me know in the comments below. I don't think it's necessary. We just follow what's going on the screen. Now we go forward, we press brake. You see the brakes are horrible. Testing front, track testing rear, and suspension will be also horrible. And this job will take a little bit more time than normal jobs. The short ones we are doing, but it's okay. It's perfectly fine. We don't mind. Yeah, suspension, no way that suspension is so good, but again, who knows, maybe it is. 43% from what I remember is 43%. Is that acceptable on this car or not? Yeah, no, you cannot. It's 44, I think. We will see. So this is it. I want also to maybe do this. Look at this. Sit in the car, right click, and then say drive the car. And let's go to the test track. And as you remember, test track, you might remember, I hope you watched previous episodes. Test track is also testing for brake and suspension problems. You will see, from my point of view, the only really useful track in this game is this one. Maybe speed track for fun, but it's useless as you cannot keep results or anything. Yeah, that's kinda it. So we are doing slalom, and let's do it. It doesn't really matter how fast, slow, or whatever you are doing here. No one cares. The driving is horrendous actually, and it's just go around. You can go as fast as you can, as slow as you can. No one cares. This is the test, you see. And the last one would be the braking point after this long right hand corner. Let's see, that's huge. So now we brake, and you have to brake inside this stop sign. And this should give us a full picture about our suspension and brake system, which I believe are the most problematic on this car. And now, as you can see, new problems here. Let's take our car. I think it's still here, if I'm not really mistaken, sitting here. Yes, we will move to lifter 1 and start repairing. I think that's what we want to do. And when we finish the storyline job, we are starting with restoration of one car. And now we are finally having fun with the job. Okay, what I'm going to do, let's move car up. Everything else can be sorted later. Also, what we want to check in the meantime, let's see, we have few parts that are not discovered, and we are going to discover them. 4 of them should be rims, and we will see what else is missing, and then we will act accordingly. At the moment, what is important for us is to remove, you see, this wheel hub cap is okay, brake caliper is in horrible condition, 1%, brake pads 8%, ventility disc. Now you see, this one was not tested. I have a feeling that one can be problem. Let's disassemble simply everything and let's just check. Now we should be able to remove this like this. It is okay, and we know this one is okay, but actually what we don't know is this knuckle cover. That knuckle cover, 9%, it is actually very bad. lower suspension arms. This whole suspension looks like a pile of crap actually, so let's see, this one is also, yeah. So all these parts that we didn't manage to figure out, like you see this front suspension cross member. No, you cannot actually test it, from what I know, in any meaningful way, except taking it off from the car. And then you will get the picture. So let's do it. Let's see a rim. Can it show us the rim? No, it will not. Here it doesn't really matter. So I think the front suspension especially is very, very bad, in bad condition, and discs and everything, brakes and stuff. Bearing is okay, and this one is okay, but everything else is in really bad. So knuckle cover, when we remove, yeah, it's 1%, and all of this is, wow, really, really bad. Fortunately, our shocks are good. I don't have, I think, new shocks prepared, so that saves us a little bit of time. And now what I'm doing, you see, I want to check steering knuckle, it's 10% of course, and let's remove cross member, and it's 8% of course. Also front sway bar, no doubt about that, and steering rack should be, yep. So you see, this is the front suspension. Before anything, let's see what are we missing. We're missing one part, 2, 3, 5 parts. Okay, let's see, probably these will be somewhere there and we will check them, but before that, let's do front suspension back. What do you reckon? Let's go to repair bench, and now we can repair stuff. I'm actually not sure if this should be repaired or not. I don't think so. But you see, no, these things are okay, so nothing to repair, everything is horribly gone. So we are going to buy first, let me buy the suspension parts. What I remember, it was suspension cross member B, if I'm not mistaken, and we will buy parts as we need them. I do believe that is the most prudent way. If you don't have it in your stock, just buy them as you need them. Rubber bushing, just change all of them. Don't bother even with old rubber bushings. They're not expensive, and actually on these storyline orders, if you don't put things at the place where game expects, sometimes especially some rubber bushing, it will make problems for you. You don't want that, so just change them. I do that like that. And okay, so tie rods, we need these, and we will buy now 10 of these, because I'm thinking we are going to start more with repairing, with repair jobs, restorations. We will need these parts, so just buy them, and these cannot be repaired, you know that. Front steering knuckle A, and I'm starting to buy everything in doubles. In what it means, I need 2, I'll buy 4, okay? Because I'm starting to keep a stock now. We are going to do so much more reparations than usual. Lower suspension arm, we will buy 3 because we need 1. So actually I'm just going to drop in a lower suspension arm. Lower, oh my goodness. Sometimes it's amazing, you are looking and you cannot find it, like so many parts. Front steering knuckle, let's just do that, and I'm thinking immediately these rods. So at the moment you can follow the process. What we are doing, we are just rebuilding the front suspension, actually putting parts. They're almost all should be new except a few of these. So just follow the process, and I will just jump buy parts when we need them and come back. And as I said, I'm buying doubles. I need 2, I buy 4. I need 1, I buy 2. I need something I know I will need in you know, more numbers in future. I buy 10 or so, etc, etc. So this, we know that these old original hubs and caps were perfectly good and they don't need change. But for these things, we know we need to change everything. As you can see, we are missing already our, but you see caliper cylinder, as I said, never broken, amazing. We are missing brake pads. Let's buy 15, and few more calipers, and I'm not sure about other stuff. We will buy that when we need that. Okay, do we have front sway bar? We have. Luckily I got a spare one, and now we are moving to the other side, and what I want to rebuild this suspension, and then we can move further and see what is on the back of our car. Front sway link A, these two never can be repaired, so I will buy 4 of these, and I will actually buy 4 of these just to have them in the stock when we need them, and we are going to need them. Now when we manage to go to the level 50, okay, the choice is up to us. We can go and start, you know, do whatever we want. My decision is to finish the whole story with all storyline jobs, okay? That means we are going to do all storyline jobs as they should be done in the game, and also we are doing restorations and selling cars, and we will see how that goes. My idea was to go for 1,000 cars, to resell 1,000 cars, restore and sell them. I'm not sure how good of idea that is. Well, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about that, you know, like give that as a goal to go for 1,000 cars. I think that's pretty cute, pretty nice, but still might be over enthusiastic, I don't know. So let's see. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? I would say this rim is also bad. And of course we know that this system is gone, brake system, and now I'm a bit worried because I do believe, let me see, drive axle is 25%. I do believe we are still missing few parts, okay? These are not, you see, we are missing few more parts. Let's remove this. Because I'm not quite sure which parts these should be, or they are, and I'm thinking what we didn't test. The air filter, we will check air filter just to be on the safe side. It doesn't look like air filter is bad, but you never know. See, now these bushings obviously are not good, so we need to remove this to be able to remove this, okay? These bushings are not good, we need to remove them. What about these? 64 should be okay-ish. Hub, I'm just looking parts, let's check. Again. 2 more parts. These might be bushings on this side, I'm not sure. Yeah, actually it seems here we have some things that we need to remove. Let's see. Perfect, and where we are at the moment. 2 more parts. Okay, what I want to do in meantime, just to be absolutely sure, because this is kind of important to check. Also, what I want to do immediately, I want to remove this, okay? And all these parts are in such a bad condition that actually they cannot be reused, most of these. This is what we want to check, okay? We want to check air filter. Because very often air filter and cover or you know, parts around that will not be in good condition. So yeah, air filter, cover and air filter. I think now we have everything, as you can see. We did manage to nicely do the job, and let's buy immediately. We can do that from here. Air filter, okay, air filter is here, and air filter base, not base, we need cover. And cover should be somewhere here. What I want to do, I want to immediately return back this, and we don't think about that anymore, okay? Fair enough. I think that's a good concept. Now we know all the parts we are missing. We are at our 8th minute in this game, and we are slowly going to fix this. Now what I want to do, I want to come to our repair bench, because I see parts that can be fixed, and I know they can be fixed, and others I'm not touching. Let's just do that. What I wanted to also add immediately, if you don't mind, is ABS pump, which unfortunately we don't have, so we will have to buy it. One for now, and maybe I will keep more in stock in future. and module is here. So let's just do that, and these are the two parts that are done. I'm quite happy with that. This is the engine. Okay, we should be able now to move car up, and you see we managed to repair both axles that were broken. That's pretty cool. And you will be able to, you know, repair stuff sometimes, sometimes not. It depends really in what condition the stuff is. So please put new bushings in. Don't think about that, and just sell the old bushings, and that's about it. That's, from my point of view, that would be the top tip of the day. Just change bushings. You don't want to bother to look for old bushing or what is, well, original one, that one is okay or not. You don't care, actually. You just want to change it and move forward, and that's the fastest and easiest way from my point of view. So we have this then out of the way, and I would love to change also this, and to put our bottom suspension arm and a return shock back. And then I think that would cover the issues with suspension, but let us check once when we finish the brake system on this wheel. What I want to see what is left, and then how to best approach the things that are left, and what should we do. So this is it. Okay, now we go to car status as always. Front sway bar link 8, I forgot to put it in, we will, and let's see here. 4 tires, 4 classic rims. Perfect. So from what I can see, we should jump here and see to put this sway bar, okay, link, and then go out and let's see what we are going to do. How bad are rims? We are going to our tire changer, and these things are okay. This one can be repaired, maybe. We will see. So this might look stingy or whatever, like, you know, why you just don't buy everything. Actually, why not try to repair if we can? So you see, everything else cannot be repaired. We don't care about that. We'll just check and we repair this one. And actually we can. Let me see. Perfect. Okay, so let's buy rims. Rims are classic 13, 18 inches. Classic 13. 18 inches. I will just type 13, classic 13, 18 inches. We need 3 of these. And then when we do that, we need to buy tires, if I'm not mistaken. And I want to see, I'm moving mouse. So 205, 40, 18. Are they all the same? 205, 14. Just give me a moment. I want to write it down because I will actually forget. 205, 40, and 18, of course. The point is also you should be able, I know you can probably somehow put that part somewhere in the list, but you know, it's stupid. You should be able just to transfer it to the shop or right click and say go to shop and buy it. Why would I need to, you know, do escape, then go to the shop, etc, etc. That's kind of completely pointless. I told you I worked in repair shop as a manager. You know, I was helping my friend, and I know how parts are usually, you know, how do you buy parts. This is not the way, I can promise you, how this is done in this game. So yeah, you just, you know, make your list of parts, you send the list to the supplier, and she will just tell you, yes, we have this, we don't have this. You will pay, they will send you, or whatever deal you have, or you will go with a list to the shop and simply give them a list and they will give you a part. You will not, you know, do it like you're doing here. But yet again, nothing can be done about that. From my point of view, another bad implementation and optimization. But as I'm always telling, this game I love and I enjoy playing it, so all these bugs, problems and things that are not working well are, you know, there, but I can live with that. And that is like, you know, with Microsoft Windows. You maybe don't remember if you're young, but Windows was the first program where the norm was, you know, like when you have these crashes on the operating system, it became normal thing, like, oh yeah, it's normal. No, it's not. Or, you know, and don't understand me wrong, again, I'm using Windows and stuff, but I remember these things when, you know, like, oh, uptime of our Windows NT whatever server is 99 point, I don't know, something. And you know, when you relate that to the server person who is keeping servers, for him that is like 30 or 40 or 50 hours per year that server is not available. And that's not acceptable uptime. But you see, this is kind of, you know, the story with this game. Everything is acceptable, you know, even if it is not acceptable, what can you do? Enough talking about that. The last wheel is almost done. I think it's the last. Let's check. The whole process of balancing is a little bit longer than mounting stuff up, but it's okay. So what we want to do now, we want to return our wheels back in. And as you can see, these are new, shiny, beautiful, and this car is going to be very nice. And I think our customer is going to be super happy, and he or she, I think it's he mentioned something like that, will cry from happiness. He doesn't know that yet, but yes. Okay, so wheels up, and the last check for these parts, nothing. Repair or replace body parts. This is Calliope, yeah. Front bumper and 2 fenders, LNT. Okay, let's buy that. Front bumper and 2 fenders. Front bumper and 2 fenders. Yeah, we're going to put... We have to paint the car. Let me check. Drain oil. Okay, let's drain oil first before we put body parts. It's really not important, but kinda let's do that. No, I want to click here. Okay, oil drained out. Now that's done. I just wanted, do we need to change filter? It mentioned, or it didn't? No, it didn't mention, so I was correct. I was thinking like, should I stay up and change filter, but no. So these two should come in. That's it, perfect. Let's see. We don't need to paint the car, we just need to put oil in. And this is unmount mode, engine. Where is our oil? It's somewhere here. So keep mouse pressed, go, oil goes in, and that's about it. This job should be done, and this is another storyline job out of the way. Also, I'm planning from time to time, whenever I find easy exhaust jobs, for example, just to do that, because these are the fastest jobs for actual XP gain, and that should be it. I'm not sure if the job is done, but you know, 13,000 amazing profit. We're missing again front license plate. I hate these license plates. Actually, this one doesn't. Okay, so I think the customer doesn't have a license plate, so we have to buy the random one. Okay, Alabama, first one in the line, doesn't really matter. You can, from what I remember, you can actually put whichever or whatever you want. It's not important. And now I would expect this car maybe, but okay, it's 13, almost 14,000 money units and 186 XP. So perfect. This is storyline order out of the way. Let's see. Yeah, now some other jobs are jumping in. We will have this Olsen waiting for us. Let's choose a job for restoration. How we are going to do that? We are going to go to the parking. This part of implementation of game mechanics I really hate. I think this is horrible and it really destroys the gameplay. That slow loading, the inability to go through the levels, but you have to go back to garage and then to another level and things like that. And again, I'm saying this is again, neglect towards this game specific, towards fixing the bugs and issues, and just doing stuff like, you know, whatever is easier or easiest, etc., etc. So what we are going to restore here, look at these cars. Should we choose one from here, or maybe even these better cars are from the barns? So yeah, I'm just looking, what do I want to restore? Let's restore, is it V8? Yeah, this, I don't want to do that one. You know what I want to restore? I want to restore this. Okay, let's do it. Porsche Carrera GT. I want to restore this. Let's go back. If you ask me why, I have no idea at the moment. Also, CPU usage when you are in the parking jumps a lot. So that, you know, from my point of view, tells you that something is wrong with implementation of that. Because I'm watching all the time CPU usage. But again, maybe it was just a peak at the moment. You never know. Let me see. So this is it. What we are going to do immediately. First things first. Before we start these jobs, I always like to go to my inventory. And let's sell groups. You have to sell like this. Click on them, click on them, click on them, or, you know, there is no other easier way. So we are looking at the parts. Do we have some parts that we want to sell? Yes, we do. And actually we are going to say sell all the parts that are below 85%. Now, we should have everything that is new. Also, what we are going to do, we are going to go to our warehouse. We didn't visit it for a long time. Again, pretty much we are going just to load it, and we are going to sort everything by name, okay? Because we want things to be grouped together. What I want to remove all these cases. Actually, how many? Oh my goodness, you see, we got these from the jobs, and this is way too many of them. We will have to open them. I promise one episode especially for that, and I will do that. I will do that, actually I will. And let's remove bar location maps, because we don't want them to bother us. Okay, in the meantime, let's check our gearbox shop and see, do we have Porsche gearbox that can go? I'm not sure which one goes to the Porsche. We will check it later. Now, okay, we know that we sold everything that we don't need. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove all the parts from the body. Okay, fair enough. Everything that I actually can get my hands on. That will be the first order of the business. Do we have here something? No. Okay, that's the first order of the business. I will remove, I will switch here, right click, interior, and remove this seat. This is the only seat. Actually, I have to go back and then like this. Done. So that's it. Let's move to lifter 3. I think this one is the best for our jobs on restoration. Now, what I want to do next, I want to check engine. What I need to do is to figure out where the heck is my starter, if it is here actually or not. It should be somewhere around the gearbox. I don't see it, so maybe it's not here actually. Okay. What I need to do, and I need to check, can I do that from here? I want to remove gearbox first, okay? Kind of gearbox is the thing that you really want to remove to be able to access the other parts of the engine. And let's remove these things first. And of course, wheels, as always, you know. Let's see, we are going to do restoration and sell car immediately. We are not or no. Let's do 5 restoration and then sell always in 5s. I think that makes sense in a way. That kind of looks pretty cool and stuff. So gearbox, huge gearbox. And I was looking where the starter is, but I never restored that one. I cannot remember. Clutch cover, this is a little bit different than your usual clutch cover. This is a V10 one. And this. Okay, so engine is unfortunately in a very bad shape. But what we are going to do, we are going to push car down, and we are going to use our crane and move the crane to lifter 3, okay? And I love that because with that you can say, please pull engine out of the car. And now, where's the engine? There is no engine, yippee! And we are going, and engine is, of course, you know, if you ask yourself where is the engine is here. So we are going here to engine stand, clicking on it, and you have different options. You can create full engine from the start, from the 0, but we don't want to do that. We are saying put engine, and we are going to put engine here. Let it be for a second. In the meantime, what I want to do, I also want to go to engine bay. I want to remove battery. I want to remove all these things, so give me a few seconds to do that. That's about that. Then we are going to our battery charger and put battery to charge. I don't want to sell the battery. Now guys, before anything else, I'm going to push forward and just disassemble everything, okay? So bear with me. And we can, while I'm disassembling stuff, we can talk a little bit about different stuff. So I will just repeat what I'm always telling. Please, you know, if you like things that I'm doing, and if you have some questions, you know, if you don't understand something, or you would like to know how to do things in certain way, let me know in the comments below. I will be really glad to answer and help if I can. If I cannot, you know, I'm always sure there are people in our community who can do that, and you know, who can help you with advice or, you know, some tips and tricks. Also, please let me know, and not only me, but everyone who is watching this, you know, what cars do you like, what cars you don't like, and you know, what you would like to drive in future. And be realistic, please. You know, we all probably would like to drive Ferraris, but it's not realistic for many of us. So, you know, kind of realistic choice. Because I can tell you, I know quite a few people who would never buy Ferrari even if they could. Or I know few who can, and they never thought about that because they don't really care much about it. So yeah, it's different priorities for each and every one of us. For example, you know, I had for years Mitsubishi Pajero, and you probably know the Jeep, and it is in a way a great car, but it is a utility car actually, really. It's a proper Jeep. So if you want to enjoy your ride and be, you know, comfortable and everything, you don't buy these things, trust me. You buy some limousine that will make your life much nicer, you know, for a comfort actually. So yeah, it's different for every single one of us, and you know, let us know in the comments below what is that for you, what do you like, or what do you drive actually, and you know, how do you feel about the car you drive. That's also a very interesting thing to know. In a way, Porsche, when we are talking about Porsche, I didn't have opportunity, you know, to be in GT, so I presume it's interesting experience, but I did have opportunity to try some of 911s and other stuff, you know. I cannot even remember the names, you know, it's a little bit complicated with Porsche. And Porsche is a great car and really nice, but I was not too impressed actually with the Porsche as such. You know, it's a beautiful car, handles well and everything, but that's not the car that I would like to have. Yeah, maybe, you know, the only one, and I'm the older guy at the moment, so for me probably the Panamera, the 4-seater, would make the most sense for some reason. Other than that, beautiful cars, amazing, but not my cup of tea, what people would say. And don't take it wrong, Ferrari is not my cup of tea either. I would never buy one, even if I had money, so yeah. Let's see, we need to push car down, and the last thing is to remove, if we can access somehow cooling, we can, this radiator. If I see, well, our car is clean and everything. So what we are doing now, you remember, first step, interior detailing kit, sending to our lifter, and let's look at it. Now interior is as it is, and it's hard to see, but let's use it. 100 units, done. And you can see it's brighter, it's more clean, it's nicer, so we did interior. And the second step would be simply to take our welder and send it again here. And we want to get rid of all the rust, okay? So click on the welder, use it, 1000 units, done. So rust is gone, not again, no need, let's return it back. What we didn't remove, I can see here, is front window actually. And I think everything else is out. Perfect, beautiful, car looks amazing. So this is the first step. Second step is, okay, come here, and this engine is actually in horrible shape, horrible shape. Let's turn it on the lifter, on the stand. We can turn it like this. What I want to do, I want to remove oil pan, and we didn't remove oil, but I think that doesn't really matter once when you put the car here. You see all these rod caps, we need to remove them, and all of them are horribly broken and not good. We have 30 more minutes. I think in 30 minutes we are going to assemble the engine and prepare a car. Probably not finish it, but it doesn't really matter. We did a great job today. We passed level 50, so that part of our journey is done. And now we are slowly doing more enjoyable things like, you know, repairing cars and restoring cars. And in each episode we will do at least one storyline job. As I said, I want to go through all of them so you can see all of them and know what to expect. And also, what else I want to do? I want to restore cars, and my goal is to restore and sell 1000. Can we do that? I'm not sure. How can we do that? I'm not sure, but that's kind of my goal. And you let me know in the comments below what you think about the goal. Is it too ambitious or not? What and how we should do it, because it will take a huge amount of time, I'm quite sure. So that is done, crankshaft is out and engine block is out. Let's go to our repair bench and see what can we repair, okay? And I will just repair everything. This is me hitting my mechanical keyboard and, you know, just repairing everything. If you hear sounds, that's that. Some of these will be repaired, some we will break. We don't actually care, it doesn't really matter. We have enough money. So engine is still here, although we don't see it. We click, we right click, we switch to part mount mode, and we say put engine block in. We don't have engine block, so it's time for us to start with these things. Engine block. Was that V10 or V10A? That's important question. Just V10. We don't want to buy wrong one. Although we again engine had V10. I think this is going to be 1, and this is going to be. We will see. The worst of all is I have no clue. I never restored this one, I think. Crankshaft, V10 again, let's use crankshaft. Where is V10 crankshaft? Here. And I'm just, you know, doing it like this. My shop is set on number 1, the shortcut, and I'm just going to the shortcut and buying stuff and changing. These cars are going to be just a normal cars without any special power parts, you know, the performance parts that you can buy in the shops, because I don't want to spend money for that. Usually performance parts, from my point of view, are going to your collector cars, which you keep for your collection, you know, and you make them as best as possible. Cars that you are selling, you just restore them at 100% condition, and we will have to buy rings and stuff. That's the thing we are having to do very soon. Bearing caps, see, I managed to repair some I didn't. It's perfectly fine. And this is the last piston, and let's go and buy 10 more, for example. I think 10 more will make a lot of sense. So we are buying 10 pistons, and I don't know how many rings do we have. I don't care, we'll buy 10 rings also. So we are just going on, putting parts in, and that's it. Perfectly fine. You see, restoration of the engine is actually a pretty big part of the car restoration, and it takes quite a lot of time and a little bit of skill and stuff. and it's quite, from my point of view, really interesting, and it makes all the difference in these car restorations. I do enjoy doing engines, and I think this is one of the best parts of this game. Although, you know, making car whole is also amazing, and you know, you have the special feeling that you did something, and you know, you made something from, you know, nothing, let's say, from the parts that were just junk. Okay, the piston is missing also there. I didn't even see. Now let's put it in. And do we have another rod cap? We do, and that is very nice. So this should be it. Oil pan we do have, we managed to repair it, and this side is done. We are going to turn engine, you know, again, click on the stand, turn, rotate, done. Okay, let's see. I just let me drink a little bit of fluid. Perfect. Now, my dear friends, let's go back. We've got two heads, you remember, and now these cases we spoke about so many times. The cases I just put in the inventory like 10 minutes ago, and you've seen them, quite a few of them. These are, you know, inside them are plus parts that are better, and you can buy them. Not buy them, you can use them for your cars, actually, when you're restoring them. I don't want to do that at the moment, but actually maybe, do I need to be 10? Maybe we can try to play with that some other time, you know, these plus parts that are better quality, just kinda, you know, use some of these in our restorations to make our a little bit more special. So we will see about that. I4B, I4B. What do you need? Water pump, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct? Or power steering pump? No, we need power steering pump, okay? And as I explained to you multiple times, never bother yourself with, you know, having more parts than you need or something. You don't care. Exhaust manifold V10. Actually, how many of these? We need 2. But before that, I actually want to go V10. Let's go V10. Exhaust manifold V10, and we need 2 of these, and we need intake manifold, which is somewhere. What that was V10. I'm absolutely sure. I didn't do this engine. I cannot remember. Maybe I did it once or twice, but you know, it was a long time ago, so I cannot remember. I need kinda to rebuild it like the first time, actually. What I need also, V10 crankshafts. So these are the normal crankshafts, which are here. No, we don't. No, these are the camshafts, not crankshafts. Crankshaft was already put in the engine, so ignore me talking stupid things. This is the camshaft, of course. We're going to put camshafts in because I want to see what's going on next here. Okay, fuel rail V10. I think we need 2 of these. Again, everything is in these doubles with these V10 engines. See, double, filters, everything is double. Cam gear A V10. I'm not sure, do I need 2 of these and 2 of these? Let's see. Cam gear A. Why I cannot put anything else in? This is an amazing question. Okay, let's maybe first camshaft V12 V10. Camshaft, it should be somewhere here. This is the one. How many do we need? 10 at least here. We'll see. 10, I think more than 10 on one side. No, it's 8 on one side actually. And this is probably the most boring part of doing these things, is when you have to put all these things like caps, rods, stuff, and that are taking quite a bit of time and are a little bit boring, but it's okay. Listen, we have all skills unlocked, and this is the fastest we can do it actually, so not many things we can do about that. Spark plugs. I know that we need spark plugs, and let's buy 20 of these. You can never have enough of spark plugs, because actually spark plugs are not repairable, as you can imagine, and they always have to be new. So yeah, okay, so this is the first part. I want to put manifold in because as I said, I'm not sure how this engine functions and what parts are going where, why and how, so I'm trying just to, you know, do it by a feeling. Throttle V12, V10, I can do it like this. I think it's going to be fastest. Throttle V12, V10, and this one is of course for this side, and I think then we will be able to maybe rebuild some more things. Do we have? We don't have, I'm quite sure. Yeah, we have. Why not? We will put this nice filter. Oh, we need one more. Okay, two. As I said, this goes in pairs, but I neglected to buy two. Okay, let's do this side also. Before anything else, we need these camshaft caps. I think they should be. No. V12, V10, these are the ones I think. 6 should be sufficient, I think. Okay, we have 20 minutes more. Let's see how far we can get in 20 minutes and what can we do. So, if you just joined, we are restoring a Porsche GT and it's a nice car. Today we sold 5 cars we restored, and what we are trying to accomplish is to basically restore every single car we can get our hands on at least once and sell it and actually see you know, how far we can go. I'm thinking about 1,000 cars. I'm actually not sure if that is something that is realistic or not, but we will see, we will see. In these episodes that are coming now, we are not going to grind anymore. We are going to enjoy game a little bit and do some very interesting stuff like restoration and repairs of water pump, just let me see, and repairs of storyline, basically order repairs and stuff like that. So we will see how that goes and where that will bring us. So timing chain V10 again, timing chain, no, this is the one. I'm trying to figure out what I'm missing here and why I cannot. I presume this is something, yeah, and can BRB. I wasn't sure what I should buy, but I assumed I will need A's and B's, and it's obviously the case. Yeah, it's a little bit different approach than normal, and timing chain should. Okay, these are looking exactly the same, so I need probably 4 of these. We're just going to put them in and see how that goes. Okay, done. That's it. Let's see, timing engine head cover, A and B, engine head cover A and B, that is the normal. Engine head cover A. Ooh, what do we need? V10. I think this is what we are looking. This is Porsche, yes. Actually, you just look at the sign and it says Porsche, so you know it's Porsche. Okay. Here we need another timing chain. Okay. This is going a little bit slower than usual because I actually, as I said, don't know the engine well, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what is needed here and what is not and how to approach it. But I think now with this timing section almost done, we are on pretty good way to finish the engine and, you know, to just do it. Timing cover we don't have, of course, because I don't think it was even on the engine when we got it. So we are going to put it in, screw it in, and then do the rest of this thing. Crankshaft pulley V8, I might know. Unfortunately, I don't have it. That is a V8 normal where it is this one, yes. Okay, and now, do I have these rollers? At least something I have in stock, that is good. V10, okay, let's go back to our V10 stuff. And serpentine belts, these are the normal ones. I think we need these two. We shall see. If not, we are going to buy other. No, we need these. Perfect. So roller here, roller A, we don't have it. A little bit of mistype. Roller A, I will buy 10 of these. Don't forget, rollers cannot be fixed, and you know, you always need them for timing part of the engine, so just buy, I would say 10 is a good number to keep always in stock. 10, 10, 10, and that will be good. Okay, this seems to be it. Let's see, ignition coils. Do we have some? We have 3 of these, but I want more ignition coils. We need 10. Okay, let's buy 7 for now, just as much as we need, and then we are going to, in next restoration, we are going to actually think about what we want to do. Now the tricky part is I have these nice, you see, performance parts. I don't want to use them, but they're coming in the front because of the sort order. It's not a big deal, we will survive. I'm not sure, can you change that sort order if you change your inventory sort? I don't want to spend your time now for that, we will check that later if I remember. Okay, this is it. Now we need air filter bays, 2 of these. Again, let's go to our V10 and let's see air filter bays V10. These should be 2 of these, if I'm not mistaken. 2 filters and 2 covers, yeah? Air filter V10, okay, these are 2, and I do believe air filter cover V10. Okay, let me just double check it. I don't know actually, and I am honestly saying that I don't know. So air filter cover V10. Okay, I wanted to buy these, but I wasn't 100% sure. Now I am. Although it says Porsche, so I shouldn't be bothered with that, but still. Clutch V10 we don't have. Gearbox, so clutch V10, this is the one, and also I think we are missing something. Let me see. Clutch V10, I want to immediately put it in. And clutch cover V10. Do we see clutch cover V10? Interestingly enough, it is not in the gearbox, but it is here. Okay. And you can always look at, you know, Porsche part and you know that is the right one, but I kind of like to always triple check everything and to be sure that I'm actually, you know, on the right way. So this is V10 oil filter, which we again need, and it is somewhere here, this brown one or cream color, whatever. Okay, what do you reckon? Is this kinda almost it? Actually, what we can do, we say engine stand and take off engine, and then we just go here and say install engine into the car, and then we can check. You see this 100, 100, 100? Yeah, the engine is fully assembled and complete, and we say yes. And now we can remove engine crane back to its place. Our engine is in the car and we are extremely happy about that. Let's take our battery also, which is charged now, and maybe I can come from here, say mount, and now let's see, where is our battery sitting? Battery sitting here. We want to put battery in, and this is going to be interesting. Gearbox V10. What we are going to do, let's check our inventory first, not shop, inventory. Let's check gearbox V10. So we need V10. I want to type V10 here, okay? So we have V10, we have one in our stock, which is perfectly fine. Then we can maybe push car up. I think we should do that and start to build the rest of the car slowly. Yeah. Add, click on the gearbox, and let's see. This, yeah, we have a new one, so that's perfect. I didn't know, I wasn't sure, do I have it on stock? Front exhaust section Carrera GT. So now we can just say Carrera, now, well, maybe like this would be much more interesting. I think we need like all of this, I'm absolutely sure, because these are... starter is here, you see below, I was looking for it, it was missing on the car, and actually now I know where it is, so yeah, I didn't know. For this specific Carrera, V8 we don't have starter, but we are going to buy it. No worries about that, this is the one, and yeah, I think this perfectly concludes that. Now, my friends, what we have to do also is to understand, do we have these knuckles and all these things, and let's start to rebuild our car. And what are you doing is actually bottom suspension arm B. So just bear with me. We will buy 4. As I said, when I need 2, I will buy 4, etc., etc. It's up to you how you will approach it and what way do you think it's the best. From my point of view, when you're doing restorations, it's not really so important. You can choose whatever way you deem it's the best and do it that way. I'm now keeping myself, you know, around the back of the car, so I'm just using all of this and just, you know, assembling the internals here and whatever comes here. All these older parts we are going to sell and remove them, so we are good. So now we are using 100% everything, and that's it. So perfect. As you can see, this side is good. We don't have these. And let's use opportunity. Double wishbones are going here, and I think just to see, yeah, we will have these here. So we check our inventory, double wishbones and double wishbones front and rear. Why we have, it's here, double wishbones. Okay, so let's go to the shop and buy double wishbones, 4 of these and 4 of these front rear. Okay, then 4 of these, I'm not sure how many I have, I don't really care, 4 of these, and then for the back, again, 4 of caps and 4 of springs. We can always sell it or just remove it or whatever. And let's go to our spring puller, which we didn't use for a long time, and let's make some wishbone absorbers. Okay, so spring puller basically works in a way that you put your 3 components in and you assemble the whole shock, which you use later on the car. You see, this is again the front one, and we are going to do 2 rear ones, and I might spend some time in the game without streaming, just to, without recording actually. As I said, I cannot stream and I am sad because of that, but nothing can be done. But I'm trying, you know, to do these episodes as a stream. So actually I will sit in the game for a bit and try maybe to build these shocks in advance, so we don't have to spend time, although it's always a good training and kind of to showcase how this is done. Now you can see the opposite thing is, you know, you can just let's say you can separate parts if you want, but we don't want to do that at the moment. So what I've done, I just made these springs and shocks, actually the shocks, because they consist of spring, shock and the cap. So 2 of these, and I will come here and then mount this side of suspension. So as you can see, I know that the rear axle cover we need, it is R. Am I crazy? It's here. So we need 1, I will buy 3. Not 2, because we will need probably 2 on some other project, so yeah. Makes sense in a way. So look at this. This is kind of perfect. The rear of the car is almost done. and that's very, very nice. We are of course going to, if we can, repair original rims and just put new tires and use of course original Carrera rims, Porsche rims in, and they're very beautiful. I like them also. We got ourselves arms, if you remember, and I'm not sure about upper arms, but I think we should have a few of these. We do, and we will put shock in, and that should conclude the rear suspension, the modern suspension. Very nice, beautiful. I really love it. And this is kind of the rear of the car almost done. You can always check car status here, you see. 100, 100, 100, and then you have all these things that are missing, and most of these are of course a front part of the car. And let's jump there. Can I just focus anything here? Okay, I can. I don't think we have this one, cross member B. No, we don't. And cross member B is this one. How much time do we have? 5 minutes more. So that's kind of, yeah, we don't have rubber bushings anymore. Okay, so it's time for us to buy rubber bushings, and we are going to do it in 20s. So 20 pieces. I always say buy them in 20s or 20 pieces. You need them always, and you cannot go wrong with rubber bushings. Small bushings are going more for older cars usually, and a little bit different types of suspensions. But rubber bushings, these bigger, are going everywhere. Actually, you cannot make mistake. Steering rack we need, front sway bar we need. So let's go buy 1, 2. This is rear. Yep. Let's buy 2 front. It doesn't really matter. We will need rear at some point in time. 2 steering racks. I honestly don't mind. All of these will be used on one car or other. Front steering knuckle is there. Perfect. Let's focus here. So we have 5 minutes more. I can rush as much as I want, but I can promise you I cannot finish the car in 5 minutes. So what we are going to do, we are going slowly to bring this episode to the end and kind of, you know, slowly go and take a break and well-deserved rest. So what we accomplished in the episode today was what we were aiming for, to get to the level 50 in the game and to unlock everything in our toolbox, you know, all the skills. So we managed to do that, and we are now level 50, and we are slowly grinding, you know, and going through the game. Our goal is, if you may remember, maybe I told you multiple times, to go through all storyline orders also, and I'm planning to do at least one per episode. So we want to go through all storyline orders and simply to kinda, you know, showcase them, so you know what you should expect, you know, in the future, and how these things unfold, and you know what you should do. So today we did one, and we did start the restoration of Porsche Carrera GT, although we spent at least first half an hour of the episode on the work, you know, to grind to level 50. So we kind of spent a little bit more time on that, and if we didn't, we would be able fully to restore the car today, but in next episode we are going to finish it, and then we are going to put it back in the parking, and then wait for a little bit, and when we have 5 cars we are going to sell them in a pack, let's call it like that. And we will always do that, take a photo so we know what we restored, because in the game you actually don't have a way to keep track of things except taking a photo or so. Maybe again I'm wrong and you have a way, you know, or you know how you can have a nice inventory list with everything you sold, you know, and the profit and stuff, but it doesn't seem that this game has that. So that is what we have accomplished for today. In the next episode I can promise you that we are going to finish this restoration, and we are going to start on the new restoration for sure. I have no doubts about that. We are finally going to do one V8. I think I should finally do it, because It's time. It's time. I don't like these engines. As I said, they're requiring quite a huge amount of work because of all push rods and stuff. It's not huge work, but it's, you know, clicking and stuff. It has to be done. There is no choice, so we are going to do it. If you look at this car, this is mostly done, you know, mechanically, looking at mechanical side of the things. It's mostly done. What we have to do is actually just to finish with a few bits and pieces and do our body work, which I presume we are going to be able to do without any bigger issues. So that would be it for today. As always, you know, feel free to kind of comment. I always call for that. Say what do you think, how do you like things, you know, what would you, I don't know, change, or what would you include. If you have questions, ask, and I will be happy to answer. In any case, you know, if you like what I am doing, please press that like button. I hope it's not a big deal for you. Subscribe. You know, subscription is great both for you and me. You will get notifications and see what's going on the channel, and I will have a new member of the channel, and you know, every subscription helps. Of course, comments, I always call that through the episode. Comment, please ask, and you know, communicate. This is the great way, you know, how we can talk with each other. Other than that, have a great day, stay safe, take about your family, do something you like, and the most important thing for me is enjoy life, and that's about that. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, bye bye.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.